Bangladesh finds itself at a political crossroads in 2025. The nation is grappling with the aftermath of Sheikh Hasina's removal from power in August 2024. Hasina, a prominent figure in Bangladeshi politics, had held the office of Prime Minister for an extended period. Her ousting, following a wave of student-led protests, sent shockwaves through the country. Now, rumors swirl about her potential return, fueled by statements from loyalists like Rabbi Alam. Alam, a key figure in Hasina's inner circle, has publicly asserted her imminent return. He claims she will resume her role as Prime Minister. This declaration, made on March 13, 2025, coincided with a high-profile visit by UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. Alam's statement adds another layer of complexity to Bangladesh's already intricate political landscape. It has been met with mixed reactions, reflecting the deep political divisions within the country. Adding further intrigue to this political drama is the role of Muhammad Yunus. Yunus, a Nobel Peace Prize laureate and renowned economist, stepped in as the interim leader following Hasina's departure. He has been tasked with steering the nation through a turbulent transitional phase. Yunus, known for his work in microfinance and poverty alleviation, now faces the daunting challenge of uniting a divided nation. The international community is closely observing these developments. India, a key regional player, has emerged as a crucial actor in this unfolding drama. Alam, in his statement, explicitly thanked India for its support during what he described as a difficult period. He alluded to India's role in providing safe passage for Hasina and other members of her government. This revelation underscores the complex geopolitical dynamics at play. Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary-General, arrived in Bangladesh on March 13, 2025, for a 4-day visit. His trip comes at a pivotal moment for the nation, as it grapples with a multitude of challenges. Guterres' agenda includes addressing the Rohingya refugee crisis, the impacts of climate change, and the pursuit of sustainable development goals. These issues are not only critical for Bangladesh's future, but also hold significant regional and global implications. The timing of Guterres' visit is particularly significant given the recent political upheaval. He is expected to meet with interim leader Muhammad Yunus and other high-ranking officials. The discussions are likely to center around ensuring a peaceful and stable transition of power, a key concern for the international community. Guterres' visit also serves as a reminder of Bangladesh's interconnectedness with the wider world. Bangladesh, a nation of over 160 million people, is particularly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Rising sea levels, extreme weather events, and changing rainfall patterns pose serious threats to its fragile ecosystem and economy. Guterres, a vocal advocate for climate action, is expected to use his visit to highlight the urgency of the climate crisis and call for greater international cooperation. Sustainable development is another key focus of Guterres' visit. Bangladesh has made remarkable progress in recent decades in areas such as poverty reduction, healthcare, and education. However, significant challenges remain in achieving the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. Guterres' visit provides an opportunity to assess Bangladesh's progress, identify areas where further support is needed, and reaffirm the UN's commitment to partnering with the nation. The Rohingya refugee crisis casts a long shadow over Bangladesh. The mass exodus of Rohingya Muslims from Myanmar, which began in 2017, created one of the world's largest refugee populations. Over 1 million Rohingya now reside in overcrowded camps in Bangladesh, primarily in the Cox's Bazar district. Their plight is a stark reminder of the human cost of persecution and displacement. A recent surge in arrivals has further strained resources and heightened concerns. Approximately 70,000 Rohingya crossed the border from Myanmar in 2024 alone, fleeing renewed violence and persecution. This influx has placed immense pressure on existing camps, which were already struggling to provide basic necessities like food, water, and shelter. The World Food Programme has issued dire warnings about potential funding shortfalls. The organization, which plays a vital role in providing food assistance to Rohingya refugees, faces a critical funding gap. Kun Lee, a WFP spokesperson, has stated that monthly food rations for refugees may be reduced from $12.50 to $6 per person unless $81 million is secured by April. Such a cut would have devastating consequences for vulnerable refugees, many of whom rely entirely on WFP assistance. Amnesty International has called on the international community to step up its support for the Rohingya refugees. Smriti Singh, the organization's regional director, has urged world leaders to address the root causes of the crisis, including the Myanmar military's systematic human rights abuses. She has also called for increased funding for humanitarian aid and for a renewed push for accountability and justice. Bangladesh stands at a critical juncture. The country faces a multitude of challenges, from political uncertainty and a humanitarian crisis to the looming threat of climate change. These challenges are complex and intertwined, demanding a coordinated and comprehensive response. The international community has a vital role to play in supporting Bangladesh as it navigates these turbulent waters. The potential return of Sheikh Hasina adds another layer of complexity to the political landscape. Her supporters view her as a strong and experienced leader, while her detractors accuse her of authoritarian tendencies. The international community must remain impartial and urge all parties to engage in peaceful dialogue and respect the rule of law. A smooth and democratic transition of power is essential for Bangladesh's stability and future. The Rohingya refugee crisis requires urgent and sustained attention. The international community must provide adequate funding to meet the basic needs of refugees and prevent a humanitarian catastrophe. Efforts to find a durable solution must continue, including addressing the root causes of the crisis in Myanmar and ensuring the safe, voluntary, and dignified return of refugees. Climate change poses an existential threat to Bangladesh. The international community must support Bangladesh's efforts to adapt to the impacts of climate change and build resilience. This includes providing financial and technical assistance, as well as promoting technology transfer and capacity building. Bangladesh's future hinges on its ability to overcome these challenges. The international community must stand in solidarity with Bangladesh and provide the necessary support to help the nation achieve its full potential.